What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to talk about the off-season grind. Everybody loves to talk about it. Everybody loves to show how hard they worked, the sweaty workout pictures. Everything is awesome about it. I love the off-season. It's one of my favorite times of the year, besides obviously playing. But if you want to make the most out of your off-season, then listen to this video, watch this video, because we are going to break down exactly what you need to do during your off season to make the most out of this time period. So first of all, it's important to break down why some off seasons fail. Why do some athletes go through full off seasons without actually making progress? Well, the number one reason for that is that most athletes don't have a true purpose during their off season. The off season is a unique time. You're off games, you don't have practices, whatever your sport might be. It's a time that you have to actually devote to your own progress. And you are not going to make progress if you don't have a true purpose. So therefore, it is extremely important that we give purpose to the off season. What specifically do we need to get better at, and what specifically is going to make us better in our sport? So that is the number one reason why athletes fail, but also what can make athletes more purposeful during their off season. So with that being said, to have an actual successful off season, there are three non-negotiables in what you need to have to make your off season as successful as you want it to be, right? And to get you actually closer to this goal. The first non-negotiable when it comes to structuring your off season is having a structured program. Done with the random workouts, done with just working out because it makes you feel good. We need a real structure. Real structure will lead to real progress and will actually bring you better or bring you closer to your goal. The off season is a window. It's a window to build. So therefore, we also need to structure this window as good as we possibly can. If you don't have a plan with the proper progressions, with the proper string blocks, speed blocks, whatever it might be that you're trying to achieve, you are set up to fail, right? So we need a plan that will actually set up to progress you and bring you closer to your goal. So therefore, you should also exactly know what you're trying to do. Like I said, not having a goal, not having a purpose in your off season will be the reason that you fail. So if you have a purpose, if you have a goal that you're working towards to, you need a plan that's made and tailored for you to actually bring you closer to that goal. Then the second non-negotiable that you need during your off season is performance testing and feedback. If you're trying to get faster, if you're trying to jump higher, if you're trying to change your body composition, we need some type of feedback that will tell us if we're actually on the path of reaching that goal, right? If I'm trying to jump higher and I don't actually measure my vertical jump, then how do I know that what I'm doing is actually helping and bringing me closer to this goal? Same for the body composition. I can look in a mirror, but that's not really reliable. I need numbers and something to track, to actually track if what we're doing is working. So if you're trying to be successful and set up this off season, you need to do regular testing and you need some type of feedback about your goal that will actually tell you where you're standing and if it's working or not working. And then thirdly, one of the biggest mistakes that I see in a lot of athletes off-season programs is that there's no actual recovery built in. And that is a big mistake. Your body will not adapt to the grind. It will not adapt to the hard work if you're not recovering, right? So you need to actually plan your recovery days. Plan your vacations if you're going on vacation during the summer. Plan your off days. It's not about working 7 days a week. It's about working really hard and then recovering really hard. On top of that also comes that this is a special window like we talked about. It's a special time during the year where you actually don't have games and you don't have practices. So it's also extremely important for the season to come that you rest your mind and that you're mentally fresh, mentally ready to actually start a new season. So therefore, including recovery will be extremely important during this time of the year. So to sum it all up, the grind is cool, but it's not cool if it's aimless, if you don't have a purpose doing all this hard work. So therefore, with these three non-negotiables, you will actually attack your offseason in the best way that you can. So to sum it all up, you need a followed structured program. Secondly, you need feedback and you need something to test and measure if you're actually building towards your goal. And then thirdly, you need to recover like a pro. If you recover like it's part of your training, then you will actually set yourself up for the best success. And if you do these three things and you actually go through the whole off season following these three non-negotiables, you will be better than 90% of your competition and you will start the new season in a new shape that you never thought you could achieve. So therefore, those are the three non-negotiables when it comes to off-season training. And if you need help with this, I have a calendar link down in the description of the video. You can book a call with me and I can see if I can help you to actually achieve these goals that you have in mind. If not, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys apply these principles to your off-season training.